So let's get into pre-planning. I've got a couple slides up that we're going to walk through and talk about together. So the goal by the end of this 5-minute video is to get your action plan going and to feel like you're off to a good start. What do you want to achieve with your new website? Getting clear on your goals in the beginning is going to lead you to an action plan for success. Do not skip your due diligence. So it takes about 10 minutes if you're slowly going through it, and about 5 minutes if you've got it down in a system. But get all your research done now. What is it that you want this website to do for you? How much revenue do you want it to bring in? How fast can you rank it? If you're doing this for a client, what's all the information you need about their competitors? If you skip your due diligence, you're going in blind. Next is going to be, who am I aiming to reach with this website? What audience do I want to attract? That's pretty self-explanatory. You should know your audience. You should know who you're trying to get onto your website and the traffic that you want to be bringing in. You don't want random traffic from all over the internet. Number 3 is going to be, what am I going to use to track conversions and analytics? So if you have some third-party apps that you want to track your data from, if you want to use the on-site SEO reports from Snaps, you can just use that. Google Conversions, just get a list going of what you're going to use to track all your progress. 4, is this website going to be my primary source of traffic? You don't have to figure this out right from the start, but it is good to know how easy it is this a business or service you're going to be ranking for is, or if from the start that you're going to need other sources of traffic, like Facebook ads, Google ads. Number 5 is going to be, what call to action do I want the most on my website? Do you want people to always fill out the form? Do you want a pop-up on your website that signs them up for a newsletter? Do you want phone calls? And so you would add a bunch of click to call buttons throughout the homepage, throughout the rest of the website. You make it really easy for them to get a point of access to get to you. Moving on, so you've got your goals and your checklist filled out. So what's next? And it's going to be your design frame. So which template best represents what you want for your website? Snap's pre-made templates, like we looked over before, they have a bunch of different ones. So if you're doing something for a doctor or an agency, there's a lot of agency templates. You can manipulate those to be how you want. You can start one from scratch. Give it a quick look through, see which one you like best for the feel that you're going for your website. And 2, what is your color scheme? This isn't the most important thing, but having 3 or 4 colors to begin with, for your links, your titles, it gets you set up for a good outline. The last little bit is actually really important, and it's, don't get hung up on the design frame of your website. Always remember that it's not set in stone. You can change it as many times as you want, so don't make it stop you from publishing because it's not perfect. Next is laying out the skeleton of your website. So what is the minimum number of pages that you want to start with? If you're doing a lead gen, each service can have its own service page. So you might want like 6 to 10 service pages, as well as a home page and an about, privacy policy, all that good stuff. So you want a minimum number of what you're going to start out with, and then you can build up from that. 2 is, do I already have a domain picked? If you don't have one picked right away, that's okay, because the Snaps will give you a pre-made domain, but you should get it connected soon after you publish because your ranking factor doesn't start until your domain is attached to it. And 3 is, have I signed up for a tracking phone number? This is something I would do before you publish. I would do this in the very beginning of your building stage because you do want your phone number all over your website, and you don't want to build your website with a fake phone number and then have to go back and put it all in. So you should just get one through CallSling while you're building, and you'll be able to add as many click to call buttons on your website as you want. And the last slide for pre-planning is going to be, is how fast can I get this done? Raise your sense of urgency. If you're going to sit on this and you're going to wait 2 months before you publish it, you're not going to get the results that you want in the time that you want. It plays into ranking the longer that you wait. So imperfect action, get started today and let the clock start ticking. So you can refer back to this video if you want to keep going over the checklist. You can make your own checklist, but this is a goal-oriented checklist and pre-planning so that you can have a tangible result in the end.